side, I've got the 3 screws out, and the whole thing popped off and I put it on the ground, but I just wanted to show you guys something. You should feel a little resistance when you're pushing it up like that. Basically, what's happening is down here that's our go right there. That's all this thing does, is it depresses a solenoid here so that diesel can flow. And I do not want to take apart the rest of that pump right now. I'm really after that sucker right there, which heat soaked me about 70 miles from home here a few months ago. And the more and more research I did concerning my condition, I was able to pour water at the top of this and cool off the solenoid enough to unheat soak. A true heat-soaked stanadyne db2, which was on the 6.2 GM, the 6.5 GM, and our 6.9 and 7.3 liter IDIs. This db2 pump, it will, the insides of the pump will bore out and stop pumping diesel, but not before generally this little solenoid here just gives up the ghost every once in a while, especially when it gets too hot. So in efforts to get this started on multiple occasions, I've been able to pour a little water at the top of this solenoid and get the truck started. And due to all my research on that, that tells me that I do not have a heat-soaked pump, just a solenoid that gets too hot. So that being said, I was prepared. I do have an extra gasket for this right here. Not gonna need it though. 35 years old, that gasket looks beautiful. All right, let me get out the solenoid, get prepared to switch it out, and we'll get back to you. All right, back at you here. So this is the left side. We have one washer for the base of the pump. We have a lock washer. Then we have a nut. And then we have another lock washer. And then we have our connector. And then we have a lock washer underneath that connector. And then we have the bolt that bolts it all on top. So all of these need to come off and go on in their sequence. Don't lose the sequence. And yeah, I'm gonna take apart the right side just like that too.